Steady, 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 steady. Bootleg tripod set up. Let's go. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? It's that one dude, Durag Rico, coming to y'all with another clip from the Shut My Dope podcast. 4 dudes, 4 different perspectives, disagreeing, agreeing on their impressions of the 2023 Gaming Awards. If you like my voice, if you like this type of energy that I'm giving you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're gonna be coming through with more stuff. We just now starting up. We're about to keep on cooking. And y'all stay geeked up on something. I'm satisfied. I think I got it in one take. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, if you have any opinions or certain views on anything that happened at the Game Awards, feel free to leave something in the comments below. We would love to give y'all feedback and to respond to y'all feedback on the next or future episode of the podcast.
Let's fuck with it. The Game Awards. Let's go.
Bet. Jumping right on in. Shout out to Christopher Judge for
Oh yeah.
for having fun
With the mean slug.
yeah, for having fun.
Oh
and
man, started off with a slug.
shooting that crazy
Love
ass
it.
slug out to Call of Duty, cause hey, y'all the ones that made that dumbass campaign, cause y'all want to make a whole map pack $70, cause y'all don't want to sprinkle that shit and let Modern Warfare 2 cook over the year. Y'all want to change the lighting and then call that shit Modern Warfare 3, and then yeah, man. I could keep going on and on and on, but we talking about the Game Awards. Finish talking about Call of Duty for right now. What y'all?
That was the most
K-Con,
biased shit I ever
what you
seen.
got, K-Con?
He ready.
I
Of
hope.
course, I ain't even looking at the Discord. I don't even know what the fuck I put no more. What it say? It say something.
I don't have it right in front of me, man. Who? Anybody want to
You
volunteer?
had a lot of questions, my guy.
Anybody want to
You,
volunteer to be the Discord
You
coordinator?
made it seem
He
like
said,
you
"Explain
had
to
a lot of
me."
Let me
heat.
see.
He said, "Explain
All right,
to me."
Let me see. All right,
The
all right,
insane
all right.
I did see that
Alright.
you put down what the fuck is Baldur's Gate doing, winning every fucking thing about 3 times.
All right, so yeah, so the little middle question I was explain to me the insane push of Baldur's Gate 3 and Alan Wake 2 and not last night, but the other night reward show.
I'm gonna say Baldur's
'Cause them
Gate
niggas was
3.
robbing everybody.
Baldur's
They
Gate
robbed
3
everybody, bro.
has that loyal big ass audience of Dungeons and Dragons behind it. Like
I don't even know what the fuck Baldur's
That's-
Gate is.
that's
period.
it?
That
Like-
was the first one.
Baldur's Gate is a part of Dungeons and Dragons, the tabletop game. That tabletop game has, like, if you go like the same way how you got bars and shit. It is clubs that play Dungeons and Dragons faithfully. Like,
Oh, I know this shit exists.
yeah, like it's clubs. So imagine everybody at those clubs hitting each other up like, hey, Baldur's Gate 3 just dropped. We gonna start playing on that game, and boom, the whole world is connected. Like, in I don't
What the
know.
fuck was 2 and 1?
2 and 1 was more
Exactly.
action based. This one here is more roll the dice, just like how tabletop games are, where you roll the dice and shit like that. Different possibilities. Like I said, I haven't played it enough to like judge it. Like, I don't know if it's
I've watched it for about 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I got the spiel for you.
Go ahead.
as to
What's your take? What's your take on it, G?
my biggest take for why it even won Game of the Year? First off, it's a multiplayer. Second, it's an MMO RPG.
Mm.
Massive multiplayer online
Yes.
role playing.
Mhm.
What you need to know about Game of the Years nowadays is that it's going to be tough for a single player game to even get up there in that echelon as winning it. Because 9 times out of 10 in real life society, everybody wants to play with everybody. In other words, you want to squad up with your teammates.
Community.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you having a single player game, some people will still feel alone having that single player experience. It won't be much to them.
Yeah, you gonna
They
have to
would
come
rather
with it.
have that with the homies. So what better way to have that than with a multiplayer experience? Simple enough, right?
Mhm.
Well, let's not forget,
Uh-huh.
Baldur's Gate 3 is hand in hand, like you said, Dungeons and Dragons type. It's World of Warcraft type. And you have a lot of those worldwide. they can just be in one session.
Dog, these are the
playing
dudes.
with each other
These are
for
people that
hours and
die.
hours.
that play the game or die trying, dog. This is medical issue binging
These
right
are
here.
also people that don't have life outside of gaming.
I don't give a fuck.
In other words, if they work from home, they are playing the game at the same time. If they are going to work, they're coming home, jumping straight on the game. Fuck hygiene, fuck health and exercising, going outside getting that H2O. Yes, fuck hygiene, fuck H2O, fuck sunlight,
No water?
fuck seeing your family. It'd be like that.
Yeah,
What your
Basement
boy
treatment.
say? It's more important than eating food. It's more important than drinking water.
yeah.
It's just like that with these individuals, which is why a whole massive amount can agree and say Baldur's Gate 3 is the game of the year. It has brought so much. You can put 200 hours in playing one character, and then you can put in 200 more hours playing a different character, and it's a whole different story with over 100 characters. That type of shit.
It's built for geeking out. Like,
Yes.
when you, I'm pretty sure anybody that lives with anybody that binges those games, like, if something happens that's not in their favor, that's all you gonna hear, man, from around the corner, man. You just go hear like snap.
Keyboard slamming across somebody's
Elden
face.
Ring and Baldur's Gate
Game
was in
fly.
the same category.
Oh,
Who
Elden
was
Ring
gonna
is
win
winning.
this year?
Elden Ring. Elden Ring.
I don't know.
That.
I don't know.
I got
That shit
Elden
played
Ring
shit
because
You know
this
what?
year.
The thing is,
Me, I'm
the
biased.
thing is, what I can understand about Elden Ring
I'm
is
biased.
that it was definitely innovative to the T. Not to mention it had multiplayer. So Elden Ring would have probably been up there if
Dog,
it didn't have
it's like-
multiplayer. I will say that.
Dog, it's like I'm biased because I fuck with Elden Ring. Like, I fuck with Elden Ring to the
maybe.
max. I would have to ask
Okay,
somebody that
no,
played
but
both.
you got to think about it. There's a lot of folks out here who hate losing, right? So if they
Yeah.
knew somebody like what's his name? Old boy that always went to Melania and slayed everybody. Oh, let me solo her.
I
They
played
would
with him
look
before.
for him in a certain spot and be like, "Hey, can you beat her for me, please?"
I played with him
They
before.
would look for other players to beat the boss for them because they know they can't do it
He
themselves.
got draws and a draw on his head.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm telling you, that multiplayer experience really did something for Elden Ring.
If
Now,
you-
outside of that, it's a wonderful game on its own. But some people, they love to win, right? So why not bring
Duh.
somebody who you know is real good at the game? Hey, help
Duh.
me beat this boss real quick.
It's like Elden got the perfect, like, the way how it's such a unique way of multiplayer. It ain't like, hey, we hop in and we group up. It's more like it does it in such a way where it's not invasive. Like, even though
Yeah,
you,
it's more immersive
you-
and
yeah,
you know,
it's
at
in
your
its
own pace.
it's in such its own world and at the pace that you want it. Like,
yes.
me and Dober and Leak, shout out to him.
Every time y'all talk
Yeah.
about that story.
Like, we never did play with each other that much, but the epicness of what was happening, damn.
Relax.
Ball controlling session.
Come on, man. But yeah,
That pause was so on point.
Relax.
like we didn't join each other's games. Like you would be like, hey, let's hop in like every time we like hop on. Like, pause. But
No, pause.
No, you gotta. Oh my god.
let's not
Alright,
send invites
okay.
every time we turn on the PS. Like, it's not like that. It's more like we on these big ass epic adventures, and like, you know, we might do some like maybe like 2 times like out of a month or some shit like that. Just some shit like that. It was more like, if you want to go on that epic adventure, like, you know how Link go on his and Zelda and everything, you gonna get that. But if you want the homies to come through, if you want to, you know, get a little grind in, fuck, pause. If you want to level
Oh
up,
my god. On a roll.
if you want to level up, then you
That's a
could
turkey right there.
you
That's
could
a turkey.
you could do that shit, man. It did like I would have to ask somebody who's played. I gotta find somebody out there that's done played both. I'm gonna fuck around and put that shit on Reddit. If Reddit, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck
What,
be happening.
2022 game of the year versus 2023 game of the year?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna put some shit like that. But every time,
Elden Ring is slaying.
like me, yeah, like I said, I'm biased, but I personally had to see what, like, somebody who like played both of them. I had to see how that shit go. I can't, like I said, I can't even judge boulders on anything because I haven't even stepped into it. I might fuck around and play it one day and be like, I understand. I might
You understand, but it's like, nah, dog.
Yeah, like
have you even seen World of Warcraft being played before?
Yeah, I remember watching it on G4 like a while back.
Very similar. The mechanics are very similar.
Yeah, like
shit is hilarious.
I remember seeing it long ago, like,
but more so Dungeons and Dragons type though.
Yeah, the MMO shit never really just because I'm a style type player. Like as a kid, like growing up with like, hey, if I press that button, I want that shit to do something. Like I don't have no beef with turn based, but I lean more towards style. Like Elden Ring definitely got style to it. Like the different possibilities and shit like that. The different types of like it ain't superficial with everything you get. Everything has a reason for it. Like the reason why I got this cloak on is because it raises up my stealth capabilities. The reason why I have these holy hands is because it goes through shields whenever I decide to like punch people with these holy spikes coming out of my hands. It's like
holy hands sound like it go hard. The motherfucker.
It's
holy hands. Nigga.
Like everything on that game had a reason. Like the reason why you going this direction is shit. Your curiosity, first of all, and because you be like, shit, I didn't even want to be here, but I opened up a fucking treasure chest and that motherfucker teleported me. Like it's like if you write out the things that happen to you in Elden Ring, that shit would be like a fucking Lord of the Rings manuscript.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I went up to the mountain and then I fought like a fire giant. He had a whole bunch of descendants that had turned into fucking Sasquatches along the way, but they got slayed too. And then after that, I ended up lighting a big ass torch. And that shit sent me to a city that was floating in the sky with fucking dragons flying like I could just keep fucking going with that. That shit'll sound like a fucking novel. Well, a fucking epic ass, like I said, Lord of the Rings type story, dog, with the epicness blended all in. But like I said, I'm biased with that. Like Elden Ring is, to me, Elden Ring is looking around like, nobody's came here to challenge me. Like that's me how I personally feel. But I had to ask somebody that's played both of them. Yeah,
that shit ran shop on every single game.
Yeah, it was shitting.
Came out.
It was shitting.
I just didn't understand Spider-Man to get nothing.
They didn't get a damn.
That's been one of the big headlines running around with Sad Peter.
Think like you're an honorable mention, but you're not fucking with us like that, and that's a goddamn lie. That is a lie. That game had everybody on lock. I don't give a fuck.
Man,
locked in. Nah, bro. It should have won something, but to get nominated 7 times and not win anything, bro.
Spider-Man deserves.
Oh, that's the motherfucking me. What's homeboy? What's homeboy name? Macklemore. That's what happened.
At least the fucking
Grammys all over. At least in video game version.
At least the wingsuit.
Grammys all over again.
That wingsuit is revolutionary.
Everybody blaming the fucking mouse costume. I don't see it.
Oh, you talking about the Adidas costume? Shout out to advertisement.
I ain't finna put that on it, but that's some bullshit, bro. I don't care. That's
damn.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, man.
Who the fuck won best voice actor from damn, what fucking game won?
Best voice actor? What, best performance?
If you can't remember.
Either performance or voice.
The best performance was Neil from Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah.
It got damn it.
Yeah.
That mic game in the studio.
Should have been Ben Starr.
I've been there in the studio. Y'all had any reveals that y'all looking forward to at the awards?
Shit, I already told you mine.
Talking about gaming reveals?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that Black Myth Wukong.
Black Myth Rise of the Ronin.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little excited for that. I ain't played any since Budokai. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Yeah.
Man, as soon as I seen a new Budokai Tenkaichi, I was like, okay, that's what I want to see right there.
Look like it looks nice.
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Tenkaichi. Hey, man.
Coming up in a matter of days, that free DLC, God of War.
Yeah.
That's my first one on the list.
Shout out to Sony Santa Monica for dropping the freebie for the holidays.
Yeah.
Didn't see it coming.
Oh, man.
Valhalla.
I saw that chair in that water and I heard that background music. I was like, this Kratos, boy. That's Kratos coming up.
Come on, man.
Then I heard the crowd. I was like, oh, shit. Nigga, I got hype.
That's big
I
shoulder
think my
roll.
neighbors heard me.
That's big shoulder roll right there. Big shoulder roll.
I think my neighbors heard me too, boy.
Kratos
I got
coming.
Niggas great.
Say, do you not know what's happening?
He geeking. Yeah, you got to put notes on the door.
Let's go.
Just put a note on your door to say I geek sometimes. It's all right, man. It's all right.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens. Yeah, man.
what
More free
was-
DLC out there, man. More free DLC. I mean, y'all already know that if y'all drop anything God of War related, it's a lot of people that's finna cop day one.
Flames.
Mhm.
That
So-
Final Fantasy 16, 2 DLC installments.
Yeah, shouts go out to that too, man. I'm and Final Fantasy 16 won for what? Best soundtrack?
Best sound and score.
Sound score.
Yeah.
Yeah, score and music. Yeah.
I do want to see what that last Signal game gonna be talking about. And what's the other one that I was the first Berserker? I want to check that out.
Yeah.
It's-
First Berserker Kazan.
Yeah, First Berserker seems
Check
like it got a
that
lot
out.
of Souls influence
And-
on it.
And that last Signal, yeah, I definitely gotta see what that's gonna be about.
It's the last signal and then the first Descendant. That first Descendant looked promising.
Did I leave a comment
It
about First
low-key-
Descendant?
yeah.
Yeah, it low key looked like it wanted to be like a better version of Anthem, but better.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was. Yeah, that's the first thing I seen. That was the first thing I seen.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And then of course, y'all's favorite, Monster Hunter Wilds.
Hey,
Monster.
That shit look good.
yeah.
That shit look good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Come on,
They
man.
saved one of the best for last. I'm like, damn, this the last one. Let me see.
Like,
I knew Capcom wasn't there for no reason, man.
it's like,
Capcom staying goaded.
it's like Monster Hunter. Like, even if you go play Monster Hunter World, it is so intimidating. Cause it's gonna give you what you thought you wanted. Like, it's gonna give you what you thought you wanted and more. And then, like, for people that's been keeping up, they probably have so many items and so much shit collected from all of the seasonal stuff that's done happened, all the guest characters that's done came around. It's gonna be so much in those menus to check off. It's crazy, man. It's like sometimes some of these games is like competing for your loyalty. Like some of these games, like, hey man, we know that y'all are adults, y'all have other responsibilities and other hobbies, but we want to
Real
be
life shit.
your top 3. We want to be the top 3 on your hard drive. That's what we want. And like, God damn, man, you got it. I don't know, man. Some people, like them people that's been loyal to World of Warcraft, they loyal to that. Some people that's loyal to Call of
Shit.
Duty, they loyal to that. Some people that's
Speaking of
Yeah.
loyalty,
yeah.
quick segue to Dober Sensei. That man concoct
Kojima.
something with
Talking
Jordan Peele. You
To
know
my
what I'm
Hideo
saying?
Kojima. Oh yeah, facial,
Yeah,
facial.
the OD, which I think that OD gonna be about, man.
it's gonna be survival horror.
He said it's he said it's like some type of interactive movie, but it's got gameplay and shit to it.
It's a
Yeah.
So
horror.
I'm thinking like
It's a
Heavy
horror.
Rain or something.
It's a
Heavy Rain. What's
That's
my
what I'm
other
thinking.
favorite one called? Until Dawn.
It's gonna be.
Shit.
It's gonna be of the
Dawn,
horror.
Dawn,
Yeah, it's
Two
gonna be of the
Souls,
horror
that type
genre.
Mhm.
Of the horror genre, but I gotta say, if the faces in that video was live, I don't know if that's a concept trailer, gameplay trailer.
hmm
I have no clue, dog. But if that's what the facial recognition scanning is doing these days,
Yeah, that's what it's doing.
that shit is fucking raising the bar, dog. That shit is just like.
Definitely.
Because I remember when L.A. Noir, when they first came out with the facial expressions being like fucking monumental at the time, that trailer right there, if that trailer right there wasn't a cinematic and that shit was like based on the engine that they're going to be using, that shit is fucking crazy. That shit is crazy. Of course
Man,
you
I'm
got.
playing that game, Big Walk.
Of course, you gotta watch out because a lot of these trailers is done on maxed out settings on the PC. So when you get it on your game, it ain't gonna look like that. But
Nah.
I take that with a grain of salt when it comes to these presentations.
I think it's gonna be that way. I definitely think it's gonna.
Yeah. Like I said, I gotta watch out sometimes. Shout out to that legendary Killzone trailer from a long time ago. Killzone 2. That shit when they was lying and saying, yeah, that is real gameplay. And I was like, all right, whatever. But yeah, man. What you about to say, K-Con?
So what did y'all think about? So what did y'all think about them Sega remakes though?
Sega!
I'm all in.
Sega!
I need
I'm
them all.
definitely ready for Shinobi.
I need them all.
I'm definitely ready for Shinobi. I know I'm ready.
Jet Set Radio was looking at me.
We talking about remasters or remakes?
Those were
Remasters.
straight remakes.
Oh, remakes.
Those were remakes.
Oh shit.
Like Streets of Rage was like pure like 3D.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Shinobi
It
looked
just
even
said-
like insane.
Dog, I only seen the list. They had fucking trailers.
Yeah, they had little
Yeah,
mini
you see the
trailers
trailer
of some of the
video?
games.
Oh fuck.
Dog,
Yeah.
they showed every game with a new coat, man.
Man, I'm finna type this shit in.
Crazy Taxi looked even more crazier than what it was before. Like
That shit look
Oh,
real.
Just
5
said.
games remakes trailer. Sega 5 games remakes trailer.
Mm-hmm.
tell your
Yeah.
Streets of Rage
Jesus
on there look
Christ!
real nice.
And when I was saying Sega, I wasn't talking about that damn dog. I was talking about the dude in the trailer who said it.
Yeah.
He said it too.
I want this shit to be my text tone.
Now what played me was me thinking they was gonna come out with a console.
No, I thought the same thing for a second. I'm like, whoa,
I'm not.
Sega coming back? Oh
I'm
shit!
thinking they was gonna come out
Are
with
you,
a console.
are you talking
with
when
the
when they
remakes.
stepped on stage or with the trailer?
No, the
No,
trailer.
with the trailer, because they was playing a game.
Man, I think these PS5 controllers they're holding in
It's
their
like that.
hands,
You
right?
put all them games out there. You put them all out there in one trailer. You're
I'm-
like, oh shit.
I
what's
couldn't
going
tell.
on
I'm
here?
looking at the trailer right now. I'm seeing that license plate that said Crazy Taxi. I know the whole room was like, whoa! Like, geekage.
I just want that Shinobi.
Hope I didn't blow y'all ears out. My bad.
Nah.
But when I seen that, I was like, oh shit, Sega finna come back out with a console. Oh, they really trying to tap in like that.
Oh, I see
Then they
this.
showed the trailer of the 5 games. I was like, oh,
Oh my god.
Oh, he
That-
watching it for the first time, y'all.
Oh shit, the Jet Set. The Streets
yeah,
of Rage.
that Jet Set.
Oh.
don't have a heart attack, nigga.
Hey,
Now,
Sega got
While
some-
he's
got
having
some
a heart
hitters,
attack
boy.
about that, while he's having a
Sega
heart
got
attack
some
about
hitters,
that,
boy.
I need to know.
Oh my god, is that
Because-
Crazy Taxi? Oh,
Mute your mic, bro. I want to know y'all's opinion on this Marvel Blade. I got to see
See,
some gameplay. The trailer
you
looks
seen
nice,
what
but I
I
need some
said.
gameplay.
You seen exactly what I said. I'm concerned.
Yeah, very.
They was
Yeah, please
talking
explain.
about it
What are
like
you concerned about?
they was talking about it
The
after the
hands.
trailer.
nigga, you talking about the look of it, K-Con?
Yeah.
You
No,
want
no,
that?
look.
The hands.
You want that shit to be like photorealistic?
Yeah, he wanted to be real life.
No, it's not the photorealistic. It's just the hands that it's in to create
Oh.
the game. It's just
Oh, you talking about Bethesda? You
I
thinking
was
about? Are you thinking
thinking-
about Skyrim too much?
yeah.
You thinking about Elder Scrolls and
It's
Fallout?
not that. It's just I don't think they're gonna capitalize how
Like it ain't
there's
ain't
only
been
one there's only one company.
like I said. It
There's
ain't
only one
being
company,
it ain't
bro.
being developed by them. It's being published by them. You know, Bethesda is
But already with
huh?
Nah, go ahead. You go ahead. You
I was
got
just
it.
saying, you know, the developers are the ones that made Dishonored and Deathloop, and then, like I said, they probably didn't want no press talking about what's that game called with the vampires that came out earlier this year that flopped.
Ugh.
Red something, I forgot.
Yeah. Redfall?
Redfall, the floppage of that shit right there. Those are the ones. These are the dudes that's making this new Blade game. Now.
Oh, hell.
They said they made sure to mention, I guess to get that little Redfall taste out of everybody, they made sure to mention it's going to be a third-person action game. Like, they had to make sure to put that shit on there. Because if anybody hop on that
But
Blade
for them to
game,
announce that
they see it in first person.
that don't even sound right. Why would you have to announce that? Why would we assume it's gonna be first person for fucking Blade?
Because all their
That's
games have been first person.
See, it's not even right hands, bro.
Like this
It's
is gonna
not in
be
fucking right hands.
like I'll say this. Like the abilities in like all the gameplay possibilities in Deathloop and Dishonored, it's a lot of flexibility, I'm gonna say, between like the stealth or being straight offense or being a defensive type like character and stuff like that. So if they could translate that shit right into a third person action game with Blade, all his possible gadgets, all his abilities and such, being the Daywalker going around at night, what it's gonna come down to Blade with me is that fucking combat.
This is what I'm finna ask you.
What
The
you
last person decided to make a Marvel game that was outside of Insomniac, what happened?
are you talking about Avengers?
Yep, what happened?
Greed. the fucking greed.
What else?
And
What else?
if I had to put my finger
Trash.
on it,
Chaz gameplay.
yeah, if I had to put my fingers on it, they wanted that. That shit should have. Oh man, give me money. Yeah.
So you mean to tell me
They
people
wanted that
outside
shit to be-
Insomniac that's making Marvel games?
They cared about the service more than they did the game. They cared about the service
Nobody else should be
aspect of it.
publishing nobody else should be making
But you
Marvel
caught-
games other than who? I did. I thought it was gonna be something.
I told you. I tried to told you. Nah, man, I ain't holding
So
this shit.
as of right now, I have to.
You got
see
reservations?
gameplay.
You got
I have to see
reservations?
gameplay.
Yeah, we
Yes,
all,
very much.
to be honest, we all gotta have reservations about all these cinematic shits that ain't showing, like that
At this
ain't
point, I
that-
need gameplay.
like if we not having no
Everything.
demonstrations on stage, like as you guys can see, we got Blade, like pulling out swords and shit,
I got
throwing
played by Wanted Dead, bro.
boomerang blades.
Wanted fucking dead. Wanted
Yeah.
fucking dead.
Hey,
man.
look, dude, when they asked about the game, man,
Oh my
dude
god.
said, "Let us cook." I am trusting him, dog. You don't
say
put
that.
that phrase out there.
Yeah, he got his
If you
ear to the
don't-
streets.
if you
Just
ain't
let us cook,
confident.
okay? Just let us cook. Yeah.
Like, hey guys, we got this. Gonna be in third person. Yada yada yada. Let us cook. Like, okay,
Don't rush it. Y'all
I'm gonna
got
let
it, man.
y'all cook. You can't just throw that phrase out and give
Y'all
us some
got
bullshit.
it, man. The combat is gonna matter so much, dog. And I hope they taking these influences right. Y'all, if you don't have a hint of Wesley Snipes, like his portrayal, if you don't have a hint of that off up in there, you're fucking up.
I don't think they can do it.
Like it's like one of the things that made Wesley Snipes, like I'm gonna say this, like this is a life lesson. This shit is deeper than games. When I say this shit, like we are pretty much like the sum of all of our influences and inspirations, man. Like all of us are like all of our shit had to come from somewhere. Whether we seen some whenever I see Blade, I see pieces of fucking Michael Jackson off up in there. Whenever Blade is at the end, when he first get through slurping on that doctor.
Why you use that word, man?
Dog, Paul.
He's a fucking
Your choice
vampire.
of words.
He's a
dog.
fucking vampire, man.
Stop. Your choice of words.
He's a fucking vampire, man. Like
Specify
Don't
with
say slurp,
context
dog.
for the people who don't know what you're talking about.
when he
You
gets
said
through
slurping
sucking on that doctor,
man. Dog.
Stop.
her name.
No.
Shout out to the legendary actress. I think her name is Nabush, right? I think if I'm not
Biting
mistaken.
necks, man. Biting necks, man.
Man, when he get through biting her,
Something.
when he get through
words
biting her neck
so
after
bad.
slaying his mama, who is the legend, Sanaya Lathan. Don't forget, Blade's mama is Sanaya Lathan, the fucking legend. She was inappropriate, but anyways, after he gets through doing that, and he grabs his fucking fuck, what is that shit called when you strap the shit all on your chest and all that shit? What is that shit called? I fucking forgot. But when he straps his gear on and jumps out there, yells out "Frost," and everybody start running toward him. He fights dudes. does the most iconic move I have ever seen in any action movie, which is rip the throat meat off of some dude and throw it at somebody else's face. He does all this throughout a compilation, including like super stomping some dude until he bounces off the ground. It makes no sense, but this shit looked clean back in the 90s. He does a move with his sword at the end where he swings the sword around, sticks it to the ground, poses, looks down at the ground, then looks up. I see Michael Jackson, man. I see fucking Michael. Like I say all that to say the influences, man. And if you tell me that movie, that series of movies, don't influence this game. I need to see homage. I need to see some homage somewhere, man. I need to see some homage. I need to see I need to see the boomerang blade go around in a circle. I need to see somebody get their arm cut off and get burnt off like 3 times over the course of the game, running gag. I need to see an obese vampire that do all the surveillance videos and shit in the back getting burnt up by a sunlight. I don't know, man.
I
need to be able
orange particles.
That's what I'm talking about. If I stab a motherfucker in the chest with some silver, I need him to turn into orange.
I need to see
orange
That's
flakes,
what I'm saying.
orange particles.
See it,
I don't need to see
Turn
all
them
of
into
it,
ash.
but I need to know.
That better be a move. That better be like a move. If
Come
it's
on,
not
man.
a
It's
move,
got to be
where
like
you
a
can use
finishing
fucking
move or
steak,
something.
Come on, man. Blade.
where I can use a steak and eat. Man,
Blade, the
if they don't-
unsung
like a,
savior of Marvel. The unsung savior of Marvel. The whole
Definitely.
company. The unsung savior. The one who let them know that, hey, comic books ain't gonna cut it. We're gonna have to expand
can
into
do
other
this.
endeavors. We're gonna have,
Like, hey, we can do this. It ain't that bad.
we're gonna have to expand into other endeavors. But yeah, man.
He had
So,
3 of them mugs.
with that being said, outside of being disappointed by the Game of the Year choice, it's safe to say that some of us got, a plus from the Game Awards. For example, for Durag, Best Ongoing Game Award was Cyberpunk.
I was proud.
And I guess alongside that, you in Dobie, Best Fighting Game, Street Fighter 6.
I was proud.
Hey, yeah.
And then for the both of y'all, Best Action Game was Armored Core 6, Fires of the
Yeah.
Rubies of the Cons.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And for me, Final Fantasy 16, finally got an award, even though they wasn't nominated for Game of the Year. Should have been, but they got an award somehow, some way.
The soundtrack.
Should have got the best narrative also, but Alan Wake done snatched and robbed.
Alan Wake dropping out of
Robbery.
fucking nowhere.
Nowhere.
Whew, man. Yeah.
Looking like a
Nigga,
great
Alan
value
Wake was
John Wick.
y'all said that too. Y'all was like, since Alan Wake is still gonna be fresh in everybody's mind, it's gonna win a lot,
It's
and it did.
like it
It
really
came out like 3 weeks ago.
like imagine this. Like imagine if imagine if 16 dropped 2 weeks ago. Imagine if RE4 dropped 2 weeks ago. It would be so competitive out here in these streets. It's like
But like I told you before,
so much flames.
RE4 wouldn't have been as competitive because why? It didn't have multiplayer mechanics in there. If you do some multiplayer somewhere in there, I guarantee it would have won probably something.
Like I wouldn't say it like that because it'd be making people thirsty. It's like shite. That's my fault.
I heard
but but yeah, that's like I can't personally lean it all towards multiplayer because
I'm just saying, hypothetically, because RE4 don't have multiplayer at all. It ain't supposed to.
Yeah, but
if you wanted it to be a real true competitor, because you already had people in the pregame, not pregame. This ain't no damn game. In the pre-show, talking about a remake shouldn't even be nominated for Game of the Year because it's a remake. They should have their own category. Which true, but don't hate on RE4 because it's a remake.
Yeah, I would say if I had to look into it, I would have to look into who like nominates and who ultimately is, if it's like a panel of VIP individuals and shit like that, and all of them had it, like all of them could have that certain philosophy, like they could be walking off up in there like, we're not finna put Warzone in any of these categories. We're not finna put a remake. We're not finna let a remake win. What does that mean? That means they're gonna make more remakes. Like, I'm pretty.
Shit.
like
Nothing wrong with that.
they trying to think. I think they trying to think of like bigger picture things and stuff. If I had to put my finger on it, that's just a guess. That's just a guess coming from me. I'm not off up in the industry and shit like that. That's just me outside looking in, taking a wild guess at like, hey, if it's a whole bunch of people off up in there and they've been in the gaming industry, they're not even necessarily gamers. They just like said they've been like the editor of a magazine or something popular. Like if somebody from Game Informer was off up in there, or somebody from IGN and GameSpot was just around off up in there, somebody from G4 a long time ago, and they were just like, yeah, we've been playing Baldur's Gate. Let that shit, yeah. Like if they were just doing all that.
Please, dog.
Imagine if they had the rankings to see who came second place or third place for Game of the Year. Spider-Man would definitely been second, if not third.
Spider-Man didn't get shit.
Spider-Man was the people's
man.
choice.
Crazy, man.
I'm like, damn, yeah, Spider-Man ain't getting nothing.
Crazy, man.
That's crazy.
Baldur's Gate is
What
the
I was
gamer's
saying?
choice, but Spider-Man was the people's choice. We wanted Pete and Miles to win that shit.
Yeah. I'm
All
like,
that
dog,
work they
y'all-
did, all that storytelling, all that narrative. Come on,
This
dog.
shit is wild, man.
That's what I'm
like,
saying,
man,
bro.
y'all really voted for this damn freaky ass game over
This
Spider-Man?
stale
Okay.
ass game that you got to
This
put
damn-
200 hours in, and then put 200 more hours in to play as a different character with a whole
Or
different
the
story.
biggest,
Who?
the fucking
I mean,
biggest claim to fame was
cares?
fucking the
What
Burr.
you just said,
No.
what you just said wasn't
That
bad, G.
shit.
That shit wasn't bad, G. Playing 200 hours, then playing 200 hours, and that shit completely different. That shit is not a bad thing.
In the same game, but here's the thing: it's a different story. It's a whole different story.
Yeah.
The thing is,
choices.
the gameplay is still the fucking same.
Yeah.
Dialogue may be different, cool, but there's no, like you said, style. There's no style.
Yeah,
no style.
yeah. When it comes to games like that, it's more of an imagination thing. Like, yeah, when I do that one,
Fuck that.
when
I
do-
need them to make the imagination for me, like Spider-Man 2.
when I do that sword
That
swing,
first intro fight, Sandman. That shit,
it's hard.
bruh.
Come
And
on,
that shit
man. Come
won
on,
over
It's hard.
fucking Spider-Man 2, Baldur's Gate with a weak ass slash keep, man. Yeah, my man.
It's hard.
Garbage juice. Garbage juice. I don't care if nobody says
See,
that.
now,
They can say that shit game. Garbage
K-
juice.
K-Con, you might understand me on this. I don't know how long ago it was, but when Green Bay came to Dallas and played the Cowboys and won, and they was talking about in the news how that Green Bay Packer fan got his ass whooped by all them Dallas Cowboy fans. That's how I feel if I see them Baldur's Gate fans out there. It's just one of me and four of them. You know they can't fight. I'm whooping ass.
Damn.
I'm whooping ass. That's how I feel. I ain't gonna do it in real life, but that's how I'm
man.
feeling. Spidey senses tingling. I'm whooping ass.
Bro, this motherfucker walked on stage in an armored suit. That nigga
Yes.
came there and knew he was gonna win some shit.
Y'all niggas
Hey,
had
nah,
me
that shit
rolling.
was clean. That shit was clean, dog. Hey,
You heard it clinking on his way up to the.
Shout out to damn, I know they start with an L.
shoulder pads and everything.
I know this shit start with an L, but I forgot what the name of the developers was for Baldur's. I think is it Leanne? Or am I thinking about fucking
It's
King of the Hill? Fuck 'em. Larian. It's called Larian, dog. Larian.
Le fuck 'em. Le fuck 'em.
You gotta control.
I ain't got nothing disrespectful to
biased.
say. I ain't got nothing
I'm
disrespectful to
biased.
say.
Because they done stole. If they gonna take Game of the
Hey,
Year, leave
look.
the rest of the other award to somebody else. Give narrative to somebody else. What other award did they steal?
Look,
y'all should just took Game of the Year.
I'm gonna
Don't
try
take no other-
Baldur's one day.
Nigga, it was look,
No,
them
you
niggas
ain't.
playing ping pong. Alan Wake
got
2 and Baldur's Gate is playing ping pong all night.
Well, all the
Man,
awards.
You know what
Yes,
award
bro.
they got? One award they got that really got me hot. I think they won like best voice actor or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
best
That was
narrative.
the
That's
first
what I was
award they
talking
got.
about.
I'm like, dog, you really just
Yeah.
beat out like Ben Starr, the dude who played Clive.
Yes.
Y'all really just beat him out like that? Nah.
Like,
And they showed clips of the dude who won in the game, and I'm like, dude, this the voice actor that beat Clive?
Oh yeah,
Fuck
best
out my
performance.
face,
No,
man.
not
No
best narrative.
type of
Best
there was no
performance, yeah.
animation, animated voicing or any bro.
that
I'm
trailer for
man,
Baldur's
get out
was
my face
nice.
with that, dog.
Listen, the trailer is a lot better than the game. That trailer is a sellout. As soon as you touch the game, you like, this don't feel like or look like the trailer. The fuck?
I'm like, man,
bro,
nah,
I
y'all
was so
robbed Ben,
lost.
man. Y'all robbed Ben
I was
Starr.
so
dog.
lost.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all.
This shit is
We
cold.
ain't said we ain't said shit about Alan Wake 2. I remember Alan Wake 1. I didn't play it, but I seen a lot of it.
I play it
But I
one
didn't see
day.
how Alan
I got the first one
I
on
didn't
the
see how
hard
Alan
drive.
Wake 2 just took off like that. Just took
They
off.
stole
on
best
I was just
narrative
like,
from Spider-Man 2.
bruh. I'm like, bruh.
Nigga, Mary
Bruh.
Jane?
And then hold on, they had best art direction. What do they mean by best art direction? Nigga, Alan Wake 2 looked dark. There was no color, no real imagination. Nigga,
They might be talking about like, I don't
I-
know, environments maybe. I don't know.
Nah,
I
I think
guess.
Alan Wake 2 is pushing shit to the next level when it comes to the art direction, because that shit is like,
You don't think Final Fantasy did better?
it's like Final Fantasy. I'm so used to it. I'm so used to seeing like, hey,
I
we
figured.
finna be fighting in a fucking another dimension with crazy colors and shit everywhere. Now
Yeah.
the
But
scale,
the shit still amazed you.
the scale of the fights was like epic as hell, but we so used to like seeing a nigga
I
take a
think I know what
meteor.
he means by art direction now. I
Yeah,
think I know.
like when I say like, even without even playing Alan Wake, I could see how unique it is. Like how somehow it ties everything that Remedy has done together. Like you find out that Alan is a writer in that game, and he wrote Max
It
Payne.
remind me of Control.
It's in the same universe. It's all in the
Yeah,
same
they in the
universe.
same
It
universe.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they even
It
tied
is.
like I said, Max Payne is a novel that he wrote. Like in that game, and the way how the world is mystical. Like it's a mystical modern day game. It's a modern day, like I don't know. I don't know too deep into it. I know that
Neither.
the shit is not of this world that we live in though. Like and that's what make that shit interesting, because you finna step into some shit that you couldn't even imagine. Cause somebody else had to imagine that shit. But yeah. I can see why Alan Wake wins for that art direction part. Even though this it's been a competitive year. I'll say that. It's been a competitive year. Like with some of this shit, it probably go even deeper than what we see as the game. Could be like something behind the scenes. Like I know Baldur's Gate 3 is technically an independent game. And like whenever you see games usually that's independent and it does like that, like they say it released without major issues, or the way how it was
no bugs.
the way how it was executed, like it is what it is. It wasn't trying to be a stylish game. It was like, hey, this is a turn-based game and we're gonna try to do our best when it comes down to it. So evidently they did their best, because the industry responded greatly. And I think shit, if I had to put my finger on it, as somebody that hasn't played it, but as somebody who knows the story behind it, hey, we want our developers to look at whatever genre they in and just do that shit good and release it in a decent state. That's what I think they trying to encourage when they be like, hey, this game deserves. That's like I said, I think it go deeper than just, hey man, this game better than this game. I think that shit start going behind the scenes. The developers, developers are so cool. Like them knowing what they want to do, what they gonna do next. If they feel like something is a cash grab, that's why probably you don't see too many like battle royales like winning rewards and shit, unless it's some type of specific niche category. Like like if they just did shit based on sales and shit, that shit would be so fucking trash. Cause you would know who would win if you just went to go Google the sales. That'd be it. But that shit got to go deeper than like the numbers, or even deeper than it. Got to go even deeper than ratings sometimes. Cause I want to say, Resident Evil was probably one of the highest rated games this year.
High selling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like if they did it just based off that shit.
If
Yeah,
Resident Evil 4
it'd
would
be
have won, dog, I
sweeping.
swear.
Sweeping.
They wouldn't have heard the end of it for me, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Like, damn, a remake just won Game of the Year? Damn. Yeah.
Whew, yeah, that'd be a wake up call.
Hey, I would never let niggas hear the end of that shit.
Yeah, that'd be a wake up.
Hey.
That'd be a wake up call right there. Mm.
So check it. While the Game Awards is going on, I put all the awards down on the notepad, from the light ones to the top ones.
Nice.
The ones that everybody was tuned into. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little shocked. Best player's voice, Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, Spider-Man wasn't good enough for them, especially when you do the side quests. Cause yeah,
Hell
side
yeah.
I think they only had. Oh damn! I think if they would have had like both of them, if they would have counted them both, they probably would have won. But they only counted Yuri. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I've been hearing a bunch of just straight Yuri. Oh, hers was. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
like
like
Miles.
the dude who played Miles, he wasn't. They didn't count him. They didn't count Tony Todd because he hardly had voices in the damn game.
Yeah,
Right.
he was like a big ass cameo.
Mm-hmm.
Still a
Yeah,
legend.
but
Still a legend.
Still,
yeah,
Yeah.
Ridiculous, bro.
no lie. If they would have had Venom as playable, it probably would have won something.
I heard they he actually did have some lines, like more lines recorded. They just didn't put them in the game.
Possibly.
Yeah, that nigga said he had like I don't know how many hours, but
Possible
said he had-
DLC
I think he
flashbacks.
said like, yeah, I think he said he had like 2 or 3 hours of lines.
yeah,
Mhm.
but they only put like 10%. It was like he had like 90% of lines or something like that, but they only put like 10% of his lines in, so that shit
I
made
was
me
like,
going
nigga,
over
I
to the
got
next
some.
game.
I said, y'all holding some DLC content or something?
Mm.
What's going on here?
They got to. They
I
gotta
hope
be.
so.
It's a possibility. Yeah.
Shit.
Big possibility.
Man, somebody DLC gonna win game. Fuck all that shit.
Hey, if y'all
That's gonna happen.
if y'all got to make a category for some awards, y'all had some different ones that y'all could come up with.
Best
Highway
My
remake.
shit might
robbery
be-
of the year.
My shit might be spontaneous as hell.
Best remake.